My name is Matthew Carnevale. Today, we'll be making Bazalia, which means peas in Arabic. This dish is ground meat with peas and potatoes over rice in a tomato sauce. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is heat up to medium in a pot. And then we're gonna add about a teaspoon of vegetable oil. And then we're just gonna put that in there. Okay. Next, we're gonna add the ground turkey. Now we're gonna stir it until it's brown. You can also add any type of beef or meat that you would like. While the meat is cooking, I'm gonna cut my onion, and then you're just gonna wanna also peel it, of course. Once you're done, you're gonna add in the onions. You're gonna give it a good stir, and then you're gonna peel and chop the potato. While I prepare the potatoes, or batatas in Arabic, I'm gonna tell you about this dish. I chose this dish because my family, or in Arabic, my usra, enjoys this dish. Also because my grandma is from Iraq. This recipe is from my mom's handwritten cookbook. My mom got this recipe from my grandma. Next, you're gonna add the potatoes in. Then you're gonna give it a good stir. And then next up, we're gonna work on the sauce. Once your meat is all brown, then we're gonna add the sauce. So this is 15 ounce can, and we're just gonna add that in. Okay, and then we have a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. I'm just gonna use a spoon to help me get all that out. Okay, and then we're gonna add 2 cups of water. And what I like to do is just add the water into this can to get any other sauce out. And then just put it in. Just like that. There you go. Now we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of pepper. And then we're gonna simmer it for 15 minutes. And then we will start the rice. For the rice, we're gonna start with boiling 1 3/4 cups of water. While you're waiting for this to boil, you're also going to want to check on your meat. You're just going to want to occasionally stir it up. Once the water's boiling, you're going to add the rice in, lower the temperature, and then cook it for about 15 minutes. Next, we're gonna add the peas. This is about a little over 2 cups of peas. But if you have one of those normal small size bags of peas, you can just add that in. You're also just gonna wanna give this a good stir and then cook it for about 5 minutes, and then we should be ready. I believe it's ready. It's been about 5 minutes. We're just gonna go ahead and take off the lids. Okay, ready to serve. Just take some rice, put it at the bottom of your bowl. Get some Bazalia, put it on top of the rice. It's so hot. I enjoyed this recipe as it is simple and does not take long. There's nothing I did not like about the recipe, and I had a lot of fun making this dish for my family. This dish was easier than I expected, and I recommend that if you make this dish, you use whatever your favorite meat is. Also, make sure that you blow on your food because it is really hot. As you saw at the end of the video, it was too hot for me to keep talking. That's all for this video. Atamina Laka Yaman Sedan.